At the start of the year of 2025, I started my journey on my Extreme OneChunk Ironman here at the Barbarian Assault minigame. The past 8 months alone, I have dedicated my entire time of doing the high gamble rewards from the minigame for the 1 in 1,000 chance of receiving the Penance Queen pet. In this video, I achieve halfway to the 1 in 1,000 drop rate of 500 gambles, and I'm going to show you what you can expect to get from doing this minigame for as long as I have, and if you think it's worth doing. I think this is a good way to start off the episode. We've been trying to fire the cannon, and it turns out there's been a runner trapped here this entire time, preventing us from ending the game. You can see the Omegas there in the egg hopper. We were literally spamming fire on the cannon and nothing was happening, and it turns out that there was a cheeky runner hiding over here in the corner, not wanting to die. That's a first time, not gonna lie. 479 seconds. All right, well, now we are ready to go. If everybody would hurry up and get over here, we could fire these Omega eggs. 33 minutes. You know what? That's not too bad. I mean, it's bad. It's definitely bad, but it's not the worst. It is surprisingly far from the worst that I have done.
Get a chicken, or someone else get it. I see a chicken. I see it.
Got him. Not much interesting things to show you, but I do believe this is probably the first pinball random event on the account. After all of this time, I didn't get a music track unlocked, so I don't know if I've been here, but I'm pretty certain this is the first time I've gotten this on the account for the 5 emeralds. Hey, you know what? That adds up. It's not too great, but I'm sure I'll unlock a crafting grind at some point in time, and I will thank the RuneScape gods that I got 5 emeralds. With this next chicken kill, this should get me to a level 50 hit points. Maybe? No? This chicken? There it is. 50 hit points on the account. That definitely is starting to look a lot cleaner now. And I'm not too far, I believe, from a prayer level as well. Yeah, we're close. I think I need quite a few more chickens, but that'll be 45 prayer. I'm not going to make you sit here and watch me bury like 6 more chicken bones, but this will be 45 prayer as well. Ooh, count check. I'll take that XP lamp, throw that bad boy onto agility. Will this be a level? No, unfortunate. Let's take a look here and see how many chickens I got. Just shy of 5,000 raw chickens. Not even close to the overall amount that I need, but I feel like I've been I've been online for 2 hours and 26 minutes now, just killing chickens, so it's something. I think I noticed that I've been here way too long because now I find enjoyment out of just sitting here and kind of predicting how bad people are going to be at this game just by judging what they are wearing. Like this guy over here in the full Addy and his trimmed farming cape. That's the guy inviting me into his team. Not high hopes. I'm not gonna lie, not high hopes. Typically when you see things like this, it doesn't turn out very well. And then this guy over here is our attacker. And yeah, I don't know. But I have seen people with infernal capes and max gear also be clueless as well. So you just never know what you're getting. This is an interesting elite clue that I just got. It's in the Gnome Stronghold Bank. That is not too far away. I actually might hold on to this one. I can't imagine there's a closer elite clue. There might be, but I have no idea. I mean, that's only like 3, well, it's about 4 or 5 tiles away because I got to go around the Gnome Stronghold to actually get inside. But that's not too far away, honestly. I might hold on to this one. I am just getting all kinds of random events lately. Another Evil Bob random. This is going to be probably a fishing level. I actually really enjoy this one. We're at 20 fishing right now. It's actually quite interesting. 21 fishing. I have never, out of my RuneScape career, done this high of fishing off of the Random Bob event alone. We got 2 gambles. I got 500 points in the attacker roll that we can use real quick, too. Might as well, while we're recording some footage here, maybe we'll get the pet live here. No, we got some raw sharks at 224 KC, and we got one more gamble after I click through this ridiculous dialogue for some black dragon hides. That's not the greatest. I'll take the raw sharks though. Those are gonna be nice one day. Well, would you look at this? We got Harry Potter on the team, just blasting spells away. Absolutely clueless, by the way. You don't see this too often, mages down here, but it does happen every now and then. I'm going to play a little game with you guys, though. I'm going to bet that this guy leaves after this wave. Wave 1, he isn't going to end up leaving. That's just how long I have been here. I can predict these things before it even happens. Watch. Alright, I just happened to put 2 and 2 together here, and you might notice it. But if you take a look at the healer on the account, this is a level 84 hardcore Iron Man. Take a look at his body, his chest plate there for me. It's a dragon chain body. And I'm wrapping my head around it for a second, and I'm like, how did he manage to get a dragon chain body? So I'm looking at his boss KC, and he's got no boss KC on anything that drops a dragon chain body. The only thing he could have possibly got that from as an Iron Man is Barbarian Assault. So this dude has pulled the 1 in 16,000 meme drop rate from this minigame for the Dragon Chain. And I'm assuming he doesn't have the pet because I don't know why he'd still be here doing this minigame. Oh my god, I hope that's not me. I hope that's not me. And I already know somebody in the comments is gonna try saying, oh well, you know, he got the D chain from the minigame, so that means you have to as well. No, it's still a meme drop. Okay, just because somebody's gotten it doesn't mean it's not a meme drop. Somebody's also gotten an Onyx from Motherlow Mine, but it's like, what, 2 people out of the entire existence of Old School? Just because somebody's got it does not mean I need to. Okay, but I feel sorry for this guy. Nice little milestone coming in. Nothing too exciting because you kind of seen this one coming from the last clip, but there's 250 KC for some sharks. That's 1/4 of the way to the drop rate. Still no pets, but we are well under the drop rate. I'm still confident that I could get spooned on this pet. Hopefully, fingers crossed, we're going to continue. Well, I was doing some math again while killing some chickens. That's just what I tend to do, just theory craft what I'm going to do on this account while killing the chickens. I don't think in my original calculations, you can see I did some math down there in the chat box, but in my original calculations, I think I forgot to add the raw lobsters in the forestry rations. That will also give me cooking XP. So I was doing some math just to see how much that would actually save me, like how many chickens that would save me from having to kill if I cooked all of these. Obviously, I'm going to successfully cook all of these lobsters because I'm going to wait until I don't burn those to actually cook them. But if I add all that XP up, I will actually only need about 53,700 something raw chickens if you include the ones I already have. That's 53,000 more than what I have now. Which is significantly better. What is that like? That's still less than 60,000 total chickens that I would have to get, which my original calculations I think was 69,000. So that saves me quite a bit of time there. These forestry, or these leaves here that I got from forestry, actually are 51 cooking XP per leaf. So that's actually super nice. And I use those with the cooked chickens as well. So those actually came in pretty clutch, I'm not going to lie. And they give me forestry rations, which I think boosts my run energy somehow. I don't really know, which that might come in handy at some point in time. Anything is very good to hold on to with accounts like this. Anything could be useful. All right, that guy who has the D chain is in the lobby, as well as Legend of BA, who has an insane amount of gambles. Turns out the dude with the D chain has the exact amount of KC as Legend of BA, or actually has one more. So he's got one more, 20,174 gambles. So he's well over the drop rate for the meme rate. So he might not have even gotten spooned for that. He's over the drop rate for that D chain. So that's actually pretty crazy. They both have 20,000 gambles. Oh my goodness. I'm sitting here at 250 gambles, about to pull my hair out. I don't know how they do it. There is 46 prayer, but that is not the main reason why I wanted to show you this clip. that is 500 total level on the account, which is actually pretty impressive for an account that has never left the Barbarian Assault chunk. 500 total level. Did the clan not get that? Oh man, I wasn't even in the clan chat. I just logged back in, so they don't even get to see the gains in the clan. That's unfortunate. But while I'm sitting here killing some chickens, I do want to go over some things that I'm actually trying to work on passively. So you might notice that my prayer at the top there, it's at 45, even though I just got 46. So I drained it purposely. Only one prayer point, but I'm draining it. I've already tested this about 5 times too, but I keep forgetting to actually look. I'm pretty sure it works, but I think if I go into the minigame with my prayer drained, and when I come back out, it resets my prayer, which means I don't need an altar, because at the moment, obviously, I don't have an altar, and my fear is that I'm going to need prayer very, very soon, as soon as I get out of this chunk, especially for the mithril dragons just south of me. And without a way to recharge my prayer, obviously I can't die. I'm a hardcore man. I also don't want to do that anyways, because I'd have to run back every single time. But with the minigame, I could recharge my prayer. Now, it's still not very ideal, because if I go into the minigame, I'm going to feel obligated to stay the entire 10 rounds with the teammates that I got. Obviously, I'm not going to jump in a lobby and then leave and abandon my team every single time I need to recharge my prayer. Even though that is somewhat good news, it's still pretty painful to think about it, because that means I'm going to have to come back to this minigame. I don't know. I really don't want to come back to this minigame just to recharge my prayer. That seems a bit unorthodox, but at least I'll get more supplies out of it, I guess. I don't know. That's a problem for future me, though. I really hope I don't have to do that. I hope there's another way I could go about that. Oh my gothics, was this a long game. Unfortunately, I had to log in between wave 9 and 10, so it does not show me the entire time. The plugin messes up when you log out, but that wave 10 was 8 minutes and 43 seconds, and I know it was like 50 something minutes before I logged. So that's pushing about an hour. That took me to do one full run, a full hour. That's probably a record. Unfortunately, it's not a recorded record because I logged in between the waves, but that surely has to be the longest game I've played. I mean, I don't even want to play anymore. I think I need to take a break. Well, I get a lot of time to just sit here and reflect the future of this account while I'm killing these chickens, so I do a lot of thinking. And I decided to do some math because for whatever reason, I haven't done this math already, but I should have. If you recall, I was using an alt account for bonfires. I showed that in one of my previous videos. I only did it for a little bit, and it's hard to feel the difference in the moment, but I decided to plug in some numbers into ChatGPT so he can do some math for me. I said he like it's a person, but I let ChatGPT do the math for me, and for the amount of runs that I have to make during this entire grind of the 80 cooking to the bank, if I were to eliminate that time completely, and we're just talking about the time spent running, obviously, because I'd still have to cook the chicken, which takes even longer, but just saving the time from running back and forth from the bank, in the 125 hours that I have of killing chickens, I will save upwards of 21 hours total. So subtract 21 hours from my 125 hour initial estimate. 21 of those hours will be saved by not having to run to the bank if I just sit here and use bonfires on my alt account the entire time. I don't know why I didn't do this math. I wish I would have. I could have saved a little bit of time. Obviously, I already have been killing chickens for a while. I have like 6,000 banked, so I missed out on that. So more likely I'll be saving about 19 hours or so, if not a little bit less. But still, I mean, it's good that I decided to do this now, because I'm definitely going to be using an alt from here on out just to help me save that time. It's good to look these things up so I can see where I can save time, because obviously I don't want to be killing chickens any longer than I have to be. Okay, so we're going to put a halt on killing the chickens, and that's because my mind is going back and forth on whether or not I should actually be killing the chickens. I've talked about this several times, but I'm trying to be as efficient as possible, and now I'm thinking more long-term than just rather short-term of getting the 80 cooking goal. And I'm going to put a pause on this. I'd like to hear your guys' opinions, and I'm going to think on it some more as well. I've tried recording this session about 3 times now, and I just ramble on too long. So I'm going to try to cut it short and sweet here as to why I'm halting on the raw chickens. Currently, I have 7,633 raw chickens. So that's a decent amount of cooking XP, but I'm thinking long-term for this account and how I should go about getting the 80 cooking. So there's a lot of big grinds near this chunk in Barbarian Assault that you might not be aware of. There's like an 81 crafting grind in the chunk just south of me. It's got something to do with the ancient cavern. 99 construction is in Artie, I believe. That's not too far. 99 smithing is probably not too far. All I need to unlock is an anvil, which is in Artie as well, or a furnace is in Artie, and I believe there's an anvil near the fishing guild too. So once I unlock those 2 chunks, that's 99 smithing that I'd have to obtain because I already have access to rune ores and bars. There's 99 ranged is not too far. There's 99 herblore, which is honestly not too far. It's just east of Catherby, and that is the one I am most deadly afraid of, is the 99 herblore. In the grand scheme of total amount of chunks, I did not mean to do that, it's not that far. It's about 10 or 12 chunks away from where I currently am, which if you go on a roll, it's not too crazy, to be honest with you. And there's just so many big grinds is what I'm trying to say. 99 construction, all these things. And if I do the low gambles for the 80 cooking now, I will not only get supplies for the cooking grind, but I'll also get supplies for these future grinds that could help me out a lot. That includes herbs for 99 herblore, planks for 99 construction, things for crafting, smithing. All of these things will be collected over time. It kind of sucks in the moment now, but for the long term of the account, how much time could I save by doing the low gambles now rather than doing the chickens now and then having to come back in the future? If I unlock 99 herblore, I'm going to be locked to Barbarian Assault again because that's going to be the best way for me to obtain herbs, more than likely, if that makes sense. So I might as well get a nice chunk of it out now. Now, I'm not dedicating to low gambles just yet. I really want to see how spooned, if I get spooned at all, or how long it takes me to get the penance pet now. Because if I go super dry on it, obviously I don't want to just go straight into doing low gambles for 80 cooking, because I'm going to be fed up with this minigame, and I would like to take a break and move on and do other things. So if I get spooned on the pet, I might consider doing low gambles. If I go dry on the pet, I'll probably just stick with the chickens, move on to the future chunks just to save you and myself the misery of staying in this chunk forever. So we're going to play it by ear, but for now I'm going to put a halt on killing the chickens until we see when we get the pet. That's going to determine whether or not I'm going to do the low gambles, I think. Oh, I forgot this random event teleports you to Varrock. Oh, the account's ruined. Man, I hope I don't unlock like a music track or something for being here. That's actually kind of ridiculous. Oh, the account's ruined. We got to restart. I'm in Varrock. Oh, no. Yeah, I'm definitely joking. All that for Uncut Sapphire. I don't think I got a music track from that, so we might be saved. So I got a comment in my last video in regards to the bug that I encountered in the last episode, which apparently is well-known bug. It's a well-known bug. It's been encountered many times by many people, according to this commenter, but he actually told me the best method to go about it. So the way I was thinking about going about it is not the best way to go about it. And he explains it in this comment section, and it's actually very interesting, and it's way more easier with what he's come up with or whoever came up with it than what I was thinking. And I'm actually a little bit intrigued on attempting to do this. So his method would only require 4 other people, 1 full team, to actually do the method efficiently. And I don't have a lot of friends, so I am going to create a channel. This is my alt account, Sluff. It's a friends chat channel. We're going to call it the BA Bandits. If anybody is interested in helping me attempt this, I don't know how it's going to go. It's a trial and error. And obviously, this is completely of your own will. If you guys want to come and assist me in trying to see just kind of what kind of rates we get at it. According to the person in the comment section, it really doesn't save you a whole lot of time, but I'm still very intrigued by it. And the method actually involves this random room over here that nobody ever knows what it does. But if you guys are interested, I can kind of walk you through it, or we could just save it for another video if I ever do this method. I said do. But yeah, if we do attempt this and you want to help, join the BA Bandits at the Sluff Friends chat, and we could give it a shot here if enough people want to come and try it out. I'm definitely intrigued by it. When your teammate leaves mid-game, if you all sit here in a circle and do a summon, a ritual, your teammate will log back in underneath your feet right about now. How about now? No, I don't think our summoning is working, guys. I don't think it's working. I don't think he's coming back. That's unfortunate. I definitely thought this summon would bring him back to us, but that was an extremely quick game. That might be my personal best. Let me see what it was. 11:42. Actually, I think that's tied. I think that was the same time I had before for my personal best. Oh no, we tied it. We tied it 1 second. I could have made a new record. That's unfortunate. 11:42. That is speed running, but well, depends who you talk to. But for me, that is a speed run. 11:42. You don't get those too often. Okay, so I'm only recording this because, one, I don't have a whole lot to record now that I'm literally only doing BA, but I have gone on an entirely dry streak for random events. It has been, according to the random event plugin that tells me when my last random event is, it has been almost just shy of an entire month since I got a random event that gave me an XP lamp. I've gotten random events in the last month, but I haven't got any that gave me an XP lamp. So this is my first XP lamp in about a month, which is crazy to think. I think I will get a level off this as well, yeah. 15 agility. That is pretty nice. I really hope I don't get 230 agility while I'm still here in this chunk. But if I do, we got an agility course unlocked. So I went on vacation for a week, and I've been back. I've been trying to get back in the groove of things here at the Barbarian Assault, but this is my third day back on, and I have not seemed to. This is what it looks like every time I log on. This is, I mean, there's a handful of people here, but it's nowhere near enough. Like, most of these people are just AFK sitting here. They're not even actually playing the game, and if they do, they don't know what the heck they're doing. And this is kind of what it's looked like for the past 3 days I've logged into this game. I don't know what's going on. It turns out that most of like the people that I do play with in the casual BA, I believe, are like, I've noticed a lot of them are on during UK times. I'm an American. I live in America. So the times that most of these guys seem to be on is in weird times, my time. So every time I try to log on and play, it's very dead, and it's very difficult to find a team. Very difficult. I can't always rely on, friends and other people who are. I get asked a lot, why don't you just play with, people who do this game all the time? I do. But believe me, there's not enough people in this world that want to do this mini game as many times as I do. There's not a lot of people. So trying to get those people here is very difficult. Like I said, most of them apparently are in the UK, so different time frames, unfortunately. I've been losing a little bit of motivation, relying on or trying to find teams. It's been very difficult, but we're gonna keep at it here. Hopefully it picks back up. Hopefully we find some more people. Maybe it was just a weird little streak I was going on here. We got some more people coming in here. Who knows? Maybe this whole rant was for nothing. We'll see. With this random event, I will get another agility level, I believe. Let me throw this in here. 17 agility. I was correct. That's level 17 agility off of lamps. Very nice. Well, the time has come. This is a quite a bit of time in the last, or since you last in the last clip that you've seen. It's been quite a bit of time. It is currently November 18th. I have not got a whole lot recorded in the last 2 or 3 months. It's very few clips because there's just nothing interesting to show you guys at all. It's just the same rinse and repeat. And I mean, things like this are going to happen. It happens to the best of the Chunkman accounts. It's just you go on some grinds that take you a while, and this one has taken me a while. And we're not done. It kind of sounded like I was getting to a point where I was saying we're done, but we're not done. We are only at 500 gamble counts. There it is on the screen, halfway to the drop rate. Only halfway, but it feels good. That's actually a rank up in the casual BA clan too. We get 2 stripes. We are a 2-striper in the friends chat now. Halfway to the drop rate. I'm trying to find ways to hype myself up here, but I don't know. The good news is, though, the second half of this grind, for the drop rate anyways, that's we're all going off the drop rate here. The next 500 should be a lot faster than the first 500 gambles because obviously I don't have anything else to accomplish. I had a lot of other things going on. At the start of this account, I was obviously getting gear. I was getting the collection logs. I was learning the game. I was killing chickens. I was wood cutting, fire making. I was doing a lot of stuff. But now we are strictly just doing BA. So the next 500 KC should, theoretically, if I continue at a good pace, be much faster than the last one. But I'm kind of going through here on this bank just to show you guys what 500 KC looks like here at Barbarian Assault. This gives you, I did this grind for you guys, all right? So you don't have to do this grind. I don't want you to suffer like I suffered. So if you were ever curious to see what kind of loot you get from this minigame, I am going through this bank right now. I'm showcasing all of the prices on some of the big items. Here's the herb tab. This is obviously the best tab that is for an Iron Man, in my opinion, but it's not very pleasing to the eye. The watermelon seeds, we got some unicorn horns, some limpworts. High gambles, they give me torstals, lots of torstals. We have 63 torstal seeds and 408 torstal herbs. Unfortunately, don't know how useful those are at all, if ever for me. I don't think I could get any secondaries for those. Not too sure. We do get some palm trees and some magic seeds. Those will be nice for farming XP. Otherwise, low-level herbs, not really there in the high gambles. We'll need to do some low gambles for those. Coal, this is a big one. I'm most proud of the coal. 19,200 coal. That's going to be huge if I ever unlock 99 smithing grind. That's going to be a big time saver. I won't have to, I mean, just imagine how long 19,000 coal takes to mine manually. That's insane to think about. We got a lot of alks though. A lot of this stuff is just going to alk for good money. So if I ever need to do construction or whatnot, or anything that requires a lot of money, I'd say I have a decent amount. Nothing insane. I mean, I'm not rolling around the cash like some chunkers are, but it's definitely going to be a nice portion. We got the dragon bones too. I think I forgot those. 903 dragon bones. If I ever get to an altar, that'll be nice. But yeah, we got a lot of raw sharks, a lot of cooked sharks. I'm going to throw up a picture on the screen at some point in time, if I didn't already, to show you guys all of the loot that I got. I think the loot tracker wasn't 100% accurate. I think there was like 50 or so gambles that are missing in my loot tracker for whatever reason, but you get the gist. I showed you the bank. Nothing crazy. If you were ever thinking about doing this minigame for money, I advise you to look elsewhere. But as a extreme one chunk Iron Man, even though this is not a lot, everything matters. So it's slowly adding up. Obviously, this is only halfway, so we're looking at doubling all of this once we get to the drop rate. And if we go dry, then we're gonna get a lot more as well. So it's gonna be interesting to see what this collection gets to over time. My phone's going off in the background. I apologize, but that is what 500 KC here at Barbarian Assault looks like for the high gambles. I'm trying to see if those torstals are useful for me at all. We can make super combats and anti-venoms. I don't think those are useful. I think those torstals are going to be worthless, not going to lie. That is unfortunate. That's it for this video, guys. Shout out to my YouTube member, Teeters, still the berserker on the channel. If you guys want to become a channel member and support me, you can do so by clicking the join button in the description below. Thank you so much, Teeters, and anybody else who wishes to join. I hope to see you guys in the next video.